Joe, first off, an official welcome to Gateshead. I mean, obviously you've had your first training session with the boys this morning, but how are you settling in so far, and how pleasing is it to just get things sorted?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming trying to get the deal done, but buzzing to eventually get it done, and then I feel like I've settled in well. It's a real good group, players and coaching staff, so it's been an enjoyable first day.
Yeah, and who is it, I suppose, you've kind of been speaking to in terms of getting the deal sorted and trying to get you here? How's that kind of gone down so far?
Throughout it really, I spoke to the manager, Busted and Robert all at different times, so I've got a real good feeling after speaking to all three of them, and then being in contact with Busted quite a bit, just with the finer little details and where we're up to. And yeah, I'm just delighted to be here with good people to learn from and go forward. Yeah,
and I mean, you touch on obviously speaking to a few of the coaching staff and things there. It seems like whenever someone signs, it's always kind of a thing that they speak on, is the style of playing and wanting to kind of play in a team that's got a lot of the ball and playing, attractive football, as a lot of people will probably call it. But how do you feel like you kind of fit into that system as a whole?
Yeah, I think the style of play, as well as the like I said, the manager and coaching staff was the big draw to come here, to be fair. I think the style of playing system suits me, and hopefully I can add to the quality we've got in the team. And like I said, it was one of the main reasons why I was coming here, was to play in a team that I feel suits me the most.
Yeah, and touching on that sort of system, obviously it's been a bit of a back three of sorts this season, but I mean, yourself played in a fair few different positions, really, been in midfield, been in defence, and where do you sort of feel like you naturally kind of fit in the most, really?
I think left side of the back three and midfield is where I predominantly play, so wherever I feel needed to play, I'm happy to play either of them.
Yeah, and obviously touched on having the first kind of session in training this morning. Was a bit of sort of shape work and defensive work so far, but how have you kind of found that? Obviously you mentioned there, naturally you probably prefer playing on the left side of a back three anyway, so has it been much of an adjustment so far really for you?
Not really. I grew up playing in a back three, so it's just been nice to be back into that, in such a good system and style of play with ultimately good players around me to play that way.
Yeah, and coming off the back of the sort of second half of last season, obviously had an injury that kept you out of action while you were on loan at Stockport. So I mean, is the initial aim to just kind of get back into that sort of routine of playing competitive football for you?
Yeah, I think maybe I've got a bit of a point to prove in terms of being able to stay fit for the full season, and that's what I want to do. I know I'm more than capable of doing that. So that's what I want from this year, is to hopefully play as many games as I can and be available every game that comes.
Yeah, and with the National League, obviously games are coming pretty thick and fast pretty much every week. Obviously this week you've got a Saturday and Monday, and then going straight back into another Saturday game. So I suppose from your point of view, only a positive that you're having so many games and an opportunity to try and fight your way into the team and hopefully impress.
Yeah, definitely. I think, like I said, some start playing Saturday, Monday, but that's what everybody wants to be when they're a footballer, is play games instead of training. So yeah, I'm delighted that there's many games to come, but obviously off the back of two good victories, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, and I mean, we've mentioned obviously you kind of prefer playing in that back three as a player, but for some of our supporters who might not have seen you play before, how would you sort of feel like you are as a player? How would you kind of describe yourself?
I think ultimately it's how the manager wants to play, in terms of being comfortable on the ball in a back three, stepping out, etc., just being composed and a good range of passing, and hopefully I can bring that to Gateshead.